the expert care to adjust back to civilian life.
I got the mental health support I needed to face my PTSD, and now I'm a much better husband and father because of it.
Together with a community of supporters, we make sure no warrior has to face their challenges alone.
I found adaptive sports and made connections. Now I know I can do anything I put my mind to.
Our hands-on programs, community support, and ongoing advocacy help veterans realize what's possible.
I realized it shows strength to ask for help.
I realized new therapies could work for me.
I realized a new purpose, helping other warriors.
And now I know anything is possible.
Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/together.
Lift your voice.
One in 6 Black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime, and we're more than twice as likely to die from the disease.
Family history of prostate cancer can double your risk.
But when it's caught early, it's highly treatable.
For more than 30 years, PCF has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org/knowyourrisk today to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself.
It's your health.
It's your life.
1 in 4 Americans today are living with a disability. I'm one of them. I care deeply about creating a world we can all fully participate in, free from stigma, misperceptions, and barriers. And we've got a trusted ally on our side, an organization we can rely on, Easter Seals. Rooted in communities nationwide, Easter Seals helps empower millions of people, regardless of age or disability, through its life-changing services and powerful advocacy. Today and every day, Easter Seals is leading the way to full equity, inclusion, and access to healthcare, employment, and education for people with disabilities, families, and communities. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours.
Learn more and get involved at easterseals.com.
After I had my accident, people told me I needed to slow down. I told them, I don't know how. I'm not only doing the things I used to do, I'm experiencing things I've only dreamed of. I have my freedom back. For the first time in a while, I can see all the colors in my life. So while some days might be harder than others, I know a place I can go where I can feel strong and supported.
Because with the help of my VA care team, I'm reaching new heights.
Take your healthcare career to new heights. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
And welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry, and thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio. We're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, February 27th. In our top story, a Nevada corrections officer is accused of repeatedly sexually assaulting an inmate and then reportedly coercing her into self-harm to delay her transfer. News 25 reporter Rory Rossell has this investigative story.
A Nevada corrections officer has been accused of repeatedly sexually assaulting an inmate and coercing her into self-harm to delay her transfer, according to a lawsuit filed last week against Core Civic, a for-profit company that operates the prison. The lawsuit, filed on February 10th in district court, names former correction officer Seth Bloodworth and alleges multiple instances of sexual assault at the Nevada Southern Detention Center in Pahrump in the beginning of April of 2023. The plaintiff, identified as Gigi, claims Bloodworth trapped her in a utility closet at least 5 occasions, pleasured himself in front of her, and raped her. According to the lawsuit, when the inmate attempted to make noises to alert others, Bloodworth physically stopped her. Her attorney, Christian Morris, praised her client's courage in coming forward, calling it a beacon of hope for other victims in similar situations. Morris says cases like this are so dramatically underreported because the people who are victims of sexual assault are in positions of zero power. It exposes what's going on behind those bars. She also criticized Core Civic for lack of oversight, stating the company should implement more checks and balances to prevent abuse. Brian Todd, public affairs manager for Core Civic, declined to comment on the pending litigation, but stated the company prioritizes the safety and dignity of every person in their care, though Todd confirmed that Bloodworth is no longer employed at the prison. Attempts by News 25 as well as the Las Vegas Review-Journal to reach out to Bloodworth for a comment have been unsuccessful. In addition to the allegations of sexual abuse, the lawsuit claims that the plaintiff was subjected to unsanitary living conditions, including being forced to wear dirty clothes due to uniforms being washed once per week. The complaint also details verbal harassment, alleging that Bloodworth made inappropriate comments about her body and allegedly stating that he wanted to, in quote, put a baby in her, end quote. The inmate allegedly feared reporting the assaults, as Bloodworth allegedly told her that he had multiple family members working at the facility and had connection to drug dealers near her family. According to the complaint, Bloodworth monitored her phone calls and knew the names of her children and family members. When the plaintiff was scheduled to be transferred to another facility, Bloodworth allegedly manipulated her into harming herself so she would be placed on suicide watch, delaying her transfer by almost a month. After she was eventually relocated to a Florida facility in mid-2023, Bloodworth continued to harass her, allegedly sending inappropriate notes and photos and making video calls in which asking sexual questions. The inmate reported the abuse to a special investigative services officer at the new facility, including 2 letters and 6 photos as evidence. However, she did not receive a response, according to the lawsuit. Morris stated that her client was fortunate to have transferred to a new facility and hopes that speaking out will lead to accountability and change within the system. This is a developing story, and News 25 will update you when more information becomes available. News 25 has also received several other reports of inmates as well as staff being mistreated at this facility. I am Roy Rossell reporting for News 25.
And a Henderson man is arrested for reportedly kidnapping a construction company owner to cover up his wife's reported $20 million embezzlement scheme.
A Henderson man has been arrested for allegedly kidnapping a construction company owner to cover up his wife's $20 million embezzlement scheme, according to police. William Costa, age 42, faces kidnapping, extortion, and battery charges after abducting Larry Gilmore, who is the owner of Gilmore Construction. The case stems from an IRS investigation that found Costa's wife, Cynthia Marabella, stole $20 million from Gilmore's company over 7 years while working as a financial controller. The stolen money allegedly funded a lavish lifestyle, including luxury cars like a purple Lamborghini, which was later spotted during the kidnapping. On February 20th, Gilmore was was lured into a trap when a Chevrolet Suburban rear-ended his car. 2 men attacked him, restrained him with zip ties, and drove him into the desert, where Costa allegedly held a gun to his head. Costa gave him 2 choices, according to police. The good option was to tell the IRS the money was given as a gift or an investment for a business to get the charges against her dropped. Or the bad option was that if Gilmore couldn't make Marabella's charges go away, or if he talked about the incident to anyone other than his father, Costa would kill Gilmore's family, but leave him and his father for last so they could witness the slaying. Gilmore convinced Costa to let him speak to his father and was later released at M Resort, where he reported the crime. Costa was arrested Friday and is being held on a $1.5 million bail. Marabella remains uncharged as the investigation continues.
Nevada lawmakers are raising concerns over proposed Medicaid cuts, warning of potential financial strain on the state's healthcare system.
Nevada lawmakers are sounding the alarm over proposed cuts to Medicaid, warning that the state could face significant financial strain and the reduction in healthcare services. A recent budget blueprint approved by the congressional Republicans proposes an $880 billion reduction in federal health and energy programs over the next decade, raising concerns about the future of Medicaid funding. In Nevada, nearly 800,000 residents currently rely on Medicaid for coverage. According to a health policy research firm, KFF, if federal matching funds are removed, Nevada will be forced to cover $6.8 billion in healthcare costs. This loss of funding could result in over 300,000 Nevadans, or 42% of those currently enrolled, to lose their coverage. This includes populations such as children, seniors, people with disabilities, and low-income workers. Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo is actively working with the White House and congressional Republicans to protect essential Medicaid services. In a statement, Governor Lombardo emphasized the importance of maintaining funding for Medicaid, expansion, and safeguarding provider taxes for hospitals. He also warned that limiting funding could lead to a loss of up to $3.15 billion in federal funds for Nevada over the next 2 years.
And be sure to stick around. We have much more local news and your weather after this break.
Thank you, Pahrump, for making the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza #1 in vehicle sales and service once again. We'd like to return the favor. So right now, current Chevy owners can get up to $3,000 in additional savings on some of our most popular SUVs. What's that, you say? You don't own a Chevy? Well, trade in any 2011 or newer vehicle and receive an extra $2,500 off of some of our hottest selling new half-ton trucks from Chevrolet and GMC. Plus, we have low financing options, deep discounts, and other incentives, all to go the extra mile in saying thank you. We love you, Pahrump.
Outside. It's cold inside. Daniel, can you come help me? Thanks, Daniel. Warm and cozy.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're hearing this,
it means you're probably not dead, which is great. Call our office today to schedule an appointment for your will or your trust so that your family can be taken care of when you pass away. On the other hand, if you've recently lost a loved one, now it's time to talk and go over how to administer their estate. In either case, give us a call today, 775-727-9900. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and voted Best Attorney in Pahrump for the last 4 years. Call today, 775-727-9900.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, the National Guard is a major player when it comes to protecting our borders. And so our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers joins us from Las Vegas with the latest in military news affecting our state.
The National Guard plays a pivotal role in combating illegal activity at our southern border by supporting sealing and securing missions under the auspices of the Department of Defense. We are now joined by Border Patrol Agent Christina Smallwood and members of the National Guard detailing their hard work on the front lines at the Mexican-American border.
When it comes to Operation Lone Star, what does that mean for us? That means working in close collaborations with our local, state, and federal partners. Working alongside the National Guard helps us prevent, mitigate, and respond to any illicit activity in areas that see high threat levels.
National Guard members were granted Title VIII authority to prevent, deter, and interdict illegal activity at the southern border during their U.S. Border Patrol trainings that ran from February 18th until the 20th.
I'm part of the Tactical Maintenance Platoon. Down here, I'm in charge of our recovery assets. So whether it be our wreckers or our load handling system, it's a HEMT, they go out on recoveries. Inside the shop, we mainly diagnose vehicles for faults, repair them, try to maintain them as best we can.
Members of the Tactical Maintenance Platoon help ensure mission readiness by managing recovery operations and maintaining critical vehicles.
Working alongside our National Guardsmen has been an extremely positive experience for our agents and very beneficial, especially when it comes to the safety of our agents. They are strategically placed in areas of our responsibility, such as gaps in the border wall. We have National Guard standing by, and they add that extra eye, that extra protection to our border in order for us to complete our border security mission.
National Guard members supporting Operation Lone Star play a monumental role by providing assistance to state and federal authorities when securing the southern border.
I think it's helping our community a lot, not only our state and our country as well, but it goes down to the cities down here. Some people may not see what's actually going on, and a lot of people don't understand it, but I think the things that we're doing and being able to help in a certain way as far as maintaining vehicles and teaching other people to maintain them.
On behalf of everyone here at KPVM Television, thank you so much for your selfless service in keeping America safe. Reporting from Clark County and shooting it over the hump to the sunny desert oasis of Pahrump with coverage of both Clark and Nye counties, I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.
Well, it looks like Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, and the rest of our NBA and WNBA champs, the Las Vegas Aces, are playing a preseason game on the campus of Notre Dame. Mikey Ruhan has more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Vegas Golden Knights back in action this evening. They're welcoming the Chicago Blackhawks. Australia's National Rugby League is back in Las Vegas for the second year in a row, with a kickoff at Allegiant Stadium on Saturday. This marks a highlight for rugby in the U.S. as the NRL continues its efforts to grow the sport's popularity through a 5-year deal with the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. The opening date for the year-round fan experience at the Las Vegas Grand Prix Pit Building has been announced. Fans will be able to enjoy the largest Formula One attraction starting Saturday, March 29th. The Grand Prix announced on Thursday. Tickets will go on sale on Thursday, March 6th. The Las Vegas Aces will play a preseason game on the campus of the University of Notre Dame this spring. The Aces will face the Dallas Wings in South Bend, Indiana on Friday, May 2nd. Tickets will go on sale starting March 11th through the Notre Dame Athletics Department. The Lady Rebels beat Boise State 83-53, clinching their 4th straight Mountain West Conference regular season championship. In just her 5th season as the UNLV head coach, Lindy LaRocque has already made history. The Lady Rebels have senior night on Saturday at 1 p.m. versus San Jose State. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey. And we have some economic news you can use after this break.
In a wreck, need a check.
In a wreck,
need a check.
In a wreck, need a check.
Hurt in a wreck and need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie.
On the road again.
To Johnny.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
To Patsy.
Crazy.
To Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
$10 million in a pedestrian accident, $5 million in a car accident. These are just a few of our recent results.
Hurt in a wreck and need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, powering our homes and businesses takes more than just lines and poles. It takes a well-stocked warehouse and a dedicated team. So let's meet some of those people behind the power at Valley Electric Association.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
My position here at Valley Electric is manager of purchasing, warehouse, and facilities. I enjoy my job. I come in every single day. It's not without its challenges, as any job would be, but I'm here 13 years and I cannot complain. I love doing what I do. I love the people around me. It's wonderful.
Oh, I work from facilities, maintenance, and also warehouse, helping out with line crew guys on getting material and supplies for them, broadband, solar power at need be. You know, the work ethic of, not everything's guaranteed in life. You got to work for it, and that played a big part of where I think I am today.
I am currently a warehouseman. I help around with facilities every now and then. Before this, I was actually a broadband installer. For the most part, though, I've liked both areas. I honestly came to the warehousing position because I wanted to learn more on the electrical side.
So I deal with processing purchase orders that the department send us for processing. That can be anything from janitorial needs up to transformers and anything in between.
It encompasses pulling material inside and outside the warehouse, assisting linemen, assisting any of the other operations department here, loading trucks, unloading trucks, receiving material, sending material out. It always keeps me busy. I'm always staying on my toes. Not really sure what's coming next, but it's always a surprise whenever it does come.
Working with some of the linemen, like, those guys are animals, but they have probably the biggest hearts.
Before I ever worked here, I never even paid attention to the power lines. Now everywhere I go, I'm always looking at what's up there.
Well, I enjoy soccer. That is my passion. I do coach as well. I coach at the high school at the girls JV, head coach of that, and I also help with the varsity.
I'm a nerd. Putting it flat out, I'm a nerd. I play D&D, I play video games. I'm a homebody, so it's mostly just me and the wife at home.
I am born and raised in Pahrump. I'm 39 years now. My parents moved out here in the 70s, so we've been here ever since.
I think Valley Electric is a wonderful place to be and to work. It's very family oriented. Everyone cares for each other here.
I absolutely love the job. Getting to deal with really cool people, with dealing with the line crew, with dealing with broadband.
Oh yeah, I love Valley Electric as a whole. Like I've personally been out here over 20 years.
Everything that Valley actually does help the community in and stuff like that, and what they're a part of to try and make the community better is an awesome thing to me.
It's a great company. Outside looking in, you don't know much about it, but being here is it's so great. Like I love being able to help the community in my position, and just everything that we do, from like Fill the Bucket and all the charitable donations that we do is just really cool.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at this beautiful desert scape. We have some scattered clouds, but it's beautiful weather as we round out this Black History Month. Our final forecast for the last couple of days of February after this break.
We are celebrating President's Day all month long at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. Every new vehicle in inventory has been slashed to incredibly low prices. You can save thousands. The ears of the dealership must ring with the voices of the people, and the people want savings, like 20% off all new 2024 and 2025 Jeep Gladiator Mojaves and Rubicons. The truth will set you free, like with free 0% financing for 72 months on all new 2024 and 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. And the right thing is to come down to Saida Trudeau and save huge today. You can get as much as $7,500 retail consumer cash on new 2024 and 2025 Pacifica hybrids, or $7,500 retail consumer cash on new 2024 Dodge Hornets. Come to our huge President's Day sales event going on now and all month long only at Saida Trudeau, your original hometown dealer.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
Good evening, Nevada. My name is Rory Rosell, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and taking a look at Nevada right now in northern Nevada. Fernley is seeing 65 degrees. Fallon is seeing 67. Carson City also at 65. Tonopah at 59. Goldfield at 62. Beatty is at 70 degrees, Amargosa at 74, Las Vegas at 72, and Death Valley is 10 degrees higher, 82 degrees. But here in the beautiful paradise of Pahrump, we are seeing 68-degree weather. Currently, the high today was 70 degrees. Wind blowing north-northwest at 5 miles per hour. The humidity was 8% today, and the sun rose this morning at 6:16 and is setting tonight at 5:37 p.m. The humidity raises up to 17%, and the wind continues to blow east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. The low tonight's going to be 43 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. We will be seeing 50s, 60s, and 70s on this 7-day forecast. 75 degrees tomorrow on Friday, 74 on Saturday with some wind on Sunday, seeing 61 degrees, all the way down in the 50s at 58 on Monday, back up into the 60s on Tuesday at 64. No sun on Wednesday, we're seeing 63 degrees with all cloudy skies, and then on next Thursday, we're seeing back up to 60 with sunny skies. So make sure to enjoy the sun. Back to the desk, here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Rory. And we unfortunately have some sad news out of Hollywood this week regarding the loss of two legends. First, Roberta Flack unfortunately passed away on Monday. The 88-year-old singer is best known for her chart-topping hits entitled The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face and Killing Me Softly with his song, which was remade by Lauryn Hill and brought to new heights. Flack was the first artist to win the Grammy Award for Record of the Year in consecutive years. And next, we have sad news regarding Gene Hackman and his wife, who unfortunately were found deceased along with their dog inside their Santa Fe, New Mexico home. And investigations regarding those passings are underway, and authorities say they are not ruling out foul play. And Hackman is best known for his roles in films such as Bonnie and Clyde, Mississippi Burning, and in Superman 1 and 2, where he played Lex Luthor alongside Christopher Reeve as Superman. Rest in peace to Roberta Flack, Gene Hackman, and his family. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
To sit with a dog on a glorious day is like heaven. Where doing nothing isn't boring.